Hello again, James Gillum here, student at SDI. We're on week 4 of the FTH 202-51899 revolvers class. This week's assignment, we're going to be doing a little bit of disassembly using layout fluid. We're also going to be using our trigger pull gauge, some of our normal assembly tools. Before we begin, it's important to note that the firearm is empty, chamber and barrel, and those are snap caps. With this being week 4, that puts us at a date of 10 March, Sunday. And yeah, let's get ready to go. All right, step 1, we have completed our complete disassembly, as we've done a few times. We have the frame, the side plate, cylinder and stop, the hand, the hammer, and the double action sear. Okay, the lighting is a little hard, but you can see I've got the frame and all the impact areas, hard, rough areas that get touched quite a lot. The side plate on the inside and even on the outside where I did some screws, just so you can see where it's being touched. The cylinder stop, which is right there on its impact side. I also did the cylinder on the impact side of it as well, just because I think that's a good important part. Same thing with the hammer. There's a lot of wear on the sides and on the actual striking face of the hammer, so I marked both of those with layout fluid. The double action sear, same thing. Like I said, the lighting's a little hard, but I definitely made sure I coated that on all the areas that are going to be interacted with. And now we have the firearm reassembled. We'll go through cycles of operation a couple of times. Everything pops open. Everything functions like it should. Okay, so on the frame, you can see we've had some contact here, high spots. The ink was removed. Looks like a lot of the other spots were okay. Just mostly the contact from the plate, which on the plate side you can see also that was kind of going on. Same with the sear. You have some exposure there. And on the hand, you can see their hands pretty well. Yeah. Asterisk being said, that was kind of a little bit coming off when I was working on it, putting it back in. The hammer itself too, you can see the hammer is nice and shiny again. Doesn't have it on there. I did do on the cylinder too. You can see there's a drag mark on the cylinder. The cylinder stop, you can see that high spot there real good and shiny. All right, we've done some polishing. The main thing was here on the hammer. You can see there's a much smoother surface. It was really raised right there. I also polished quite a bit. You can see there off the cylinder stop. The inside of the frame, right in here, there was a lot of really jagged spot. There was also some down here in the trigger as well, I noticed. I don't know what really would have caused that, but I figured that was probably the best part. Same thing on the inside of the plate. Now I noticed that a lot of the play we were seeing when dragging was coming from here, and of course the way the hammer was impacting, you were seeing a lot of damage being done here, a lot of transfer going on to that. Same thing with the sear. On the sear, that we had a lot of high spots here, so I went through and I cleaned that up as well. Hopefully that'll engage a lot better. On the hand too, I want a lot on the front, and the focus isn't that good, but you can see there where right there's a good spot. I've taken quite a bit of that down there and sort of smoothed everything out, take some of those rough edges out. The idea behind this is that it should cycle a lot easier now. All right, and we have the firearm reassembled once again. We're gonna go through and do a dry functions check. No ammunition, no snap caps. Pop this guy open here just to show you that. No ammunition, chamber. All right, so we're going to do our trigger pull test here. Got it in there. My guess is gonna be right around 15. So yeah, just a little over 12. About what I expected. So one of the things I've noticed whenever it comes to revolvers and firearms in general is it seems like a lot of the factory guns don't have as much perfection as we'd like to think they do. So a lot of sanding, polishing, or you know, even doing some swaging or anything like that seems to be in order. Kind of looking back on it now, it seems like probably one of the smarter things would be to take the time to disassemble a brand new firearm. If you know it well enough, go over some of those smooth spots, and man, it makes a big difference in performance. All right, so here we are once again, disassembled, but this time we've got our new springs. So we're gonna go ahead and install these guys, replacing our these two here. All right, you can see out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old, in with the new, part 2. So let's get these guys out of here. We don't want those. Those are the old ones. There's our new guys. Look at them, looking fancy. Okay, we've got our new spring installed. Yeah, look at them, fancy. New spring number 2 in place, ready to rock and roll. Also fancy. And once again, we are fully assembled. Minus our old springs there. Don't need those anymore. All right, let's get our new trigger measurement here. Oh yeah, much faster. That guy kicked in more towards the 11, so it's like a few pounds off. First trigger was almost more like 15. It seemed like it went past 12, but yeah, this one definitely went down right there around 11. So not bad. It's noticeably lighter too. So the lighter trigger squeeze with the lack of the drag, little things makes it a much nicer gun.